Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fauti. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. It comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colourful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him.
Weird. Might be the autoplay.
Great.
I haven't set the kind to the best audio, but then again,
apparently he was a common
I've been having problems with the signal strength on PS4, which is kind of weird. It's been running at 54% strength, even though which has never happened before. I don't know why it's doing it, and I've been trying to figure it out. So
he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol.
maybe, I mean,
His
my
medic forbade
it might be on the PS4, Jim. My speed usually
Not at all.
generally
He made
okay,
even more
but
of it. Began throwing wild balls to
like
which
I
he
said,
made friends
something's
from
been up
far
with the
and
signal
wide
strength on my
in order to
PS4. At
treat
least,
them
like I
to
said, it
wine
used to been running
and
at what,
delight
90
in
something
the
percent,
fact
but
that at least
lately for some
some
reason it's
could
been going
enjoy
like
it. It's the sort of man
54%.
he was, Monsieur Bolius.
I don't know if it's the router on the system, but I'm trying to figure it out. I need to find my CD for the router setup. Might have to do that.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo. Life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt.
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive
Yeah, I got...
planted in their place.
Here, let me show you. You should look over into the left corner. Look how much coin I have. This is what I spent during some of the semester during school, Austin, where I basically went and salvaged the areas around Skellige in the ocean. It'd be something, I don't know if you want to spend the time grinding, but it's pretty worth it if you want to have a lot of coin on hand. Because I did that just to prepare for this. Because I spent a lot of coin in hard stones with the rune right. Trying to get some enhanced armor and weapons. So, just to get to the higher tier.
They look beautiful, especially comes.
Yes. Kind of like, you know, in Skyrim, you know, when you spend all the time selling a bunch of crap. I kind of did that in Skyrim and Fallout, obviously. And I know I did that in New Vegas. I know in Fallout 4 I kind of did that. Try to sell as much. Yeah, you'll see it on the map. You'll kind of see, like, you'll, here, let me pause it and talk. You'll see, let me show you, actually. It might be a slight spoiler, but I'll just show you. In general, you'll see it's question marks, but you'll have to travel around. Wait, no, this is not it. Crap, I messed up. Can I go on the world map? Yeah, alright, there we go. Can it show me Skellige? Thank you. You see, like, stuff like this? There'll be a lot of Smuggler's Cache, and it'll be all around the Skellige Isles. All of this. Best way to travel, and there'll be sirens. And I would suggest a bow with maybe some like broadhead bolts might be good. Taking them quick because they'll destroy your boat if you let them. Not to mention search and treasure. Just every nook and cranny.
Oldest, aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine.
That's what I did. I took that. I took that stuff that I got from the caches. I sold it, like at least in the blue items and magic items, as you call them, the yellow ones. Any rare items that I didn't need. It wasn't Witcher armor or something I didn't really think was interesting. I sold it.
Finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Yeah, I know. I might be saving the experience points because I might save up for the mutations because I know I've heard the mutations require experience points. So I might just keep what I have and work on those in the mutations. They apparently I've heard they'd raise the level cap to 100. So I have like 30 more levels to go to.
Nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Barnabas Basil. You know how I can see this guy and Geralt? Kind of like Stark and Jarvis. I'm feeling like that's going to be like that. Tony Stark and Jarvis. This has.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Yeah, so Roach might have his own stable. But I'm gonna get armor and the mutations first. I'm gonna put a little bit like some basics into this cellar, and then I'll see how far I get with the armor. Just keep
the cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil and spec. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
I won't go for the feline and manticore, because that manticore looks kind of cool. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun when I do a replay through all the DLC, because getting this stuff and then going to New Game Plus is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have a lot of time.
Slightly stained, but one cannot deny it. A certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, we shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. But one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Let's do some renovating first.
The place could stand to be spruced up.
Most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Let's start with the grounds.
Spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Let's put a grindstone.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing any...
No, let's put more.
My armor need...
Admiral Rump...
Good.
Well, immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
I'm gonna go find the armor now.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
BB. You know, it'd be interesting if they had something special depending who you, like, I would say decide the romance later on, like, here, Yen or Triss. If they decide to come here, it'd be kind of fun to see them here. I wish they added that, but we shall see. Yeah. This is gonna be something, it's like Hearthstone. Definitely